Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at small details in Bridgetown you might have missed. Before we start, I'd like to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Let's get right into it. A morning in Bridgetown. The first half of your day is spent exploring the remains of a colonial past which spanned 4 centuries and are so exceptional they've been awarded UNESCO World Heritage status. Must visits are the many gems of downtown Bridgetown, as well as the garrison which lies a little south to the town. If you want to take in both, it is possible if you just pick out a few highlights, or alternatively, you may prefer to dedicate all your morning to one or the other. It's also worth mentioning that you can do both entirely under your own steam. However, many choose to take guided tours because not only do otherwise out-of-bounds areas then become accessible, but the history becomes extra vibrant and alive with the extra knowledge that guides can share. Bridgetown highlights. For more than 300 years, the British claimed Barbados as their own, and so extensive and significant are the historical leftovers from that colonial era that all of downtown Bridgetown is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Bridgetown was the most important of the British Empire's overseas ports for a long time, with lucrative maritime trade centred around slavery and sugar production, with manned fortifications built to keep its prize safe from other powers of the time such as the French and Dutch. Today, Bridgetown and its military garrison are recognised as one of the most outstanding examples of British colonial architecture anywhere in the world, with their incredible collection of historical churches, forts, mansions and buildings which emerged over 4 separate centuries. The city's original layout of streets has remained little changed since late medieval times, with many arteries retaining their original names. Dotted among the colonial jewels are other outstanding highlights such as one of the oldest synagogues on the planet, fascinating museums, and picturesque views of the water. Although the landmarks and sites of interest are many, explorers will be happy to know that the downtown area is compact, making it easy to discover each of the major highlights on foot. The Carénage. Full of highly photo-worthy opportunities, the wharf which runs along the northern edge of the Constitution River is often referred to as the Carénage. This title gives a nod to its use in former times as a place for cleaning and repairing trade boats and ships after long journeys over tempestuous seas. Boats were turned on their sides, or careened, and made ready to be loaded up again to begin their long, arduous return journeys. Today, this lovely waterfront area is sprinkled with shops and cafes from which those taking a refreshment pause can watch sailboats passing by or gaze across National Heroes Square with the lovely Parliament buildings forming a backdrop. Although today the scenes here are picturesque and tranquil, in a bygone era this was where African slaves would be brought ashore after torturous journeys of thousands of miles, and then auctioned off to the highest bidder. If you visit, be sure to pause at the commemorative plaque which pays tribute to the strength and resilience of the many who endured this fate, along with all those who fought in the cause of the abolition of the slave trade. National Heroes Square. This tree-dotted square with its clamshell fountain is another of the Bridgetown spots whose present-day loveliness belies a brutal past. Plantation owners would bring their slaves here in order to inflict public humiliation and punishment with floggings and imprisonment within a cage. Understandably now viewed by islanders as something of a shrine to their ancestors, the square is ironically and controversially home to a 19th century statue of Admiral Nelson, a man known to have held strong negative views about the abolition of slavery. The other significant monument in the square is the cenotaph, which honours those islanders which fell in World War I and II. The Parliament buildings. Dominating the northern end of National Heroes Square are the majestic Victorian-era Parliament buildings. Beautifully constructed using pale coral limestone in the 1870s in a neo-Gothic style, the West Wing features a clock tower, which is one of the city's most distinctive landmarks viewable from various points around the world. The East Wing is adorned with some exquisite stained glass windows, which depict the monarchs of the English throne from the 1600s until Queen Victoria. Today, this structure continues to serve as the island's government seat, as it has since its very beginning, although, of course, today the Barbados flag flies from atop its tower rather than that of the British. The Parliament buildings are also home to the small and modern Museum of Parliament and the National Heroes Gallery. Besides the interactive exhibits which take you on a journey through Barbados' political history, from its 17th century colonial beginnings to the event of independence in the 20th century, you will also be able to tour parts of this beautiful building and its historic chambers. And that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss another amazing video from us. Until next time.